Hi, this is Bob from Clamshell Creations. Today I'm going to show you how I do some of my clamshell earrings. And the hardest part and the longest part of doing these is matching them up. You know, you got to pick shapes, colors, sizes that are similar. You know, and I tend to be fairly picky, but I'm going to give you some examples of what I do. Now, most of these here that you see, these are the ones I've already picked out. And there's a reason why some of these work. Like this pair here, they're actually different shapes, but the pattern is almost perfect. That they'll work as a pair of earrings because they have the same kind of shading. And normally I wouldn't put those shapes together, but like I said, the pattern on them is so nice, and they match so well that I think they'll work okay. And same with this pair over here. Normally I wouldn't put those two together, but the texture and the shape and the color are so close. I think they'll be okay. And this pair here, you can see it. Normally I wouldn't put those together either. You know, because the patterns are off. This one's running horizontal and the other ones go vertical. But the shape is almost identical, and the color is pretty good. So I think I think they'll be okay. So sometimes I'll mismatch them like that. And this top pair up here, same thing. It's the shape's a little off, you know, at the top of it, but they match it fairly well. So I think they'll be okay. But as you see here, this is my little treasure chest of mixed match pieces. And what I'll do is I'll just dump that out, and you know, you can spend hours looking at them, trying to separate them, and you know, put them together. So so that's how we start anyway. And then I'll set my camera up and I'll show you. I'll drill a couple pair, and you know, maybe we'll do some hooks and some leverbacks, and you'll get a better idea of how we make them. Okay, we're all set up, ready to go. I'm going to start them on the bench, and I'll finish them in the water. Ream out the hole a little bit. Oh, lost power. Do this pair. clean them up a little bit, dry them off. The excess water. There's such a variety of these. You can endless combinations of different kinds of shells you can put together, but go with what we got here. I use sterling silver for everything I make, which I tell you in almost every video. You just want, I find, you want to make a quality piece of jewelry, something somebody will keep, and something that'll last. So, and a lot of people are sensitive to base metal, so I find the sterling works pretty good. Now I'm going to do this pair with leverbacks. And if you're not familiar with leverbacks, I know some women don't, but it's just a little hook, and they call it leverback because it opens up in the back. You snap it closed, so you won't lose them, I guess, is the biggest thing. And I've heard they're more comfortable, but I don't wear earrings, so I couldn't tell you, but that's what I've been told. And we use a second ring, and that's mainly just for the leverback, to orient the earring to face the right direction. Then these leverbacks have a little ring on the bottom. Just slide that right through there. That's the first one. We do the same thing with the second one. Put that through the ring we already put on. And that's pretty much it. We'll put them on a card. And I sell a lot of these clamshell earrings. They're just hard to match up, so I get limited quantities, but that's how they look when they're finished. They match up pretty good. And now I'm going to do the second pair with hooks. Now, most people are familiar with the hooks. I like using this hammered, it's hammered flat basically, and it just has a single ball. It doesn't have a coil. And this little ring here, the metal's soft enough you can twist it. So what I like to do with those is I'll grab it here and then just twist it forward. So the ring is facing forward. And what that does is that saves you the trouble of having to put another ring on to orient it forward. These are soft enough that, they'll twist forward. So you don't have it makes the earrings longer and more dangly, I guess. Some women don't like, the dangly earrings, or too much of a dangly earring. So what we do is we stick that through the hole we drilled the shell, and then just, since we've twisted it forward now, we can just hook that right on that same ring instead of adding a second one like I did on the other pair. Oops. And just close the ring. And we've got up here. Do the second one, same way. Now this is the pair that I showed you earlier that didn't really match the shapes, but the pattern was so good, I thought they'd be okay, and I still do. So we're going to see how they look. And I'll put them on a card as well. They're not too bad. There you go. That's pretty much it for the earrings. Again, if you like what you see, follow us on YouTube and Facebook. We'd love to have you come along with us. We're going to make more tutorials about the stuff we do and how I make them. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like it, like I said, follow us. We've got a Facebook shop. We've got www.clamshellcreations.com.